everybody, welcome back to GWN. I am Noctaire, your host. So it's been a couple months, took the summer off, but we're heading into autumn, so it's time to get back into gear. And I wanted to start off by talking about the elephant in the room. Just recently, Darian, Supercell Community Manager Extraordinaire, posted the following in the forums. And, well, I'll read it real quick. For purposes of transparency, we don't have Builder Hall 10 on any of our production roadmaps for the next 12 months or so. Now, that's not to say we won't do a Builder Hall 10 or add some more Builder Hall features. We just really need to strategize what direction we want the builder base to go. We may use it as a testing ground for new troop ideas or various interesting live ops events before rolling them out to the home village. I'm going to go ahead and spin up some replays here. So I'm not a fan of this. I was pretty upset when I saw that because although the builder base isn't dead, it's pretty clear we're going to be heading into a long drought. It took over a year to get Builder Hall 9, and now we know it's going to be at least as long until we see anything new on the builder base, maybe even longer if we even see anything at all. For me, this is heartbreaking. Sure, the builder base has a few issues here and there, but it's been a blast, and a whole bunch of us are really into it. There are a lot of builder-based clans out there, and honestly, you know, we're feeling kind of hung out to dry here. To add insult to injury, Supercell just nerfed the best troop in the game, the newest troop, the Hog Glider, and it was a pretty harsh nerf. The troop has gone from being a little overpowered to, well, really, I mean, it only works against weak bases or in multi-phase attack strategies. It works in more unique cases. I've been running a lot of the shimmy minion drop strategy, and it's not working at all for me, so I'm trying to get back into using my Hog Gliders. And I'm not feeling it. Bases that used to work really well with it just don't anymore. I got two replays I'm going to share with you guys from the guys over at Creative Clash. Naturally, as soon as I said I was having trouble with it, Turtle posts a 3-star, and he's over 5,000, of course. All these guys are. Actually, DB and Heron are sitting up around 6,000 cups in. But what he's done here is he's added cannon carts into the mix, and between the cannon carts and the Super P.E.K.K.A.s and, of course, the Hog Gliders, they kind of work all together really well. Do you want to call this a strategy? I mean, I guess we can. We can call it its own unique strategy. Call it HPC if you want to. But it's getting very close to the kitchen sink attacks, and that's where I think we're going to start seeing Hog Gliders used most often, is these more or less kitchen sink attacks. That's where you have multiple troops, each one handling different functions. In the case of the Hog Gliders, they're going to take out certain key defenses and, of course, stun them, like we see them do very frequently with the Crushers. That's probably their strongest point, is the stun on the Crushers for ground troops. Most of the attacks I'm seeing, I'm seeing almost exclusively ground attacks up around 5,000 and higher. Every once in a while you get some air, but it's mostly on the ground. Lots of Bart, lots of Rage Barbarians, period. Some Jaibaka, some Big Bart, things like that, you know. Jaibak itself. These are the ones that I'm typically seeing. And kitchen sink attacks, like this one from Heron, are pretty common. I mean, here, you know, you've got the Hog Riders doing their stun. You've got Rage Barbarians clearing some of the outside buildings. Super P.E.K.K.A's go in and clear some of the big stuff. And, of course, tank. And the cannon carts come in and take things from a distance. The beauty of these attacks is that each troop has a role. So you get a synergy going with these kinds of attacks. And there's all kinds of different ways to do it. I was looking at one earlier today. I think it was over on Oz Builders. Sir Succulent was over there. And he posted one, I think, where he used baby dragons, beta minions, sneaky archers. Oh, and there was something else in there. I want to say it was Super P.E.K.K.A.s. I don't remember. But it was these, you know, these attacks that use multiple troops, each one with a certain focus, and then push them into the base. Certain ones tanking, certain ones hitting from range, certain ones hitting in air in general, and so forth. And that's what you see in this attack here from Heron, which I want to say was an 82%. Maybe it's an 86. We'll have to wait another few seconds to see what it was. The general cutoff for a win, it tends to be between 65 and 75%. If you want a pretty good likelihood that you're going to win, 75% 2-star. A decent likelihood, 65% 2-star. I've seen plenty of wins down in the 50% range, but really it's more, I'm seeing it more above 65%. That's kind of where I try to shoot for to make sure that I'm going to actually win. And I've been in a slump, so I haven't been winning a whole lot lately. I've been getting a lot of 55 twos and sometimes even worse trying to use my beloved shimmy. That just ain't not working very well for me at all. So you guys could tell me how you're doing with it if you're seeing anything better. Lots of players have got the defenses up. Starting to see more and more level 9 walls. A lot of bases that are otherwise maxed out. My own base is completely maxed now, except for, I think I've got maybe a dozen walls or so I've got to do still. So it's in pretty good shape. And when you do start to work on your walls, you want to put them around the inside. Let the bombers waste their big bomb ability on the outside walls. You know, use the outside walls to direct troops, maybe have certain openings here and there. It's really that inside wall where you want to have the reinforcement of a level 9 wall to slow down troops or stop them altogether, especially, you know, like for example, the battle machines he's coming in. So that's kind of where I see us at right now with the builder base. Still good to play. We still got a ways to go. It's going to be probably 6 months or so until the free-to-play players have managed to catch up with everybody who was willing to spend a little bit of money or use things like hammers and books and so forth to get a head start on the level 9 upgrades. Still lots and lots to play and lots of good times, but I don't think we're going to be seeing anything new or changing on the builder base for a little bit, so take that for what it's worth. I'll be back again in a couple days with some more Clash of Clans. We're going to do some Guns of Glory as well, and well, we're just going to get back into gear now that it's autumn time and time to stop playing outside. Y'all take care and keep on clashing. Bye-bye now.